Psalm 123 is a prayer of the psalmist to God for relief from the contempt and scorn he faces from his enemies. The psalmist cries out to God for mercy and help, acknowledging his dependence on the Lord for his safety and well-being. The psalmist begins by lifting up his eyes to the Lord, recognizing that God is enthroned in heaven and is the ultimate source of power and authority. He compares himself to a servant who looks to his master for direction and protection. In verse 2, the psalmist describes the contempt and ridicule he faces from his enemies. They have mocked him and treated him with disdain, causing him great pain and distress. Despite this, the psalmist does not retaliate or seek revenge, but instead turns to God for help. In verse 3, the psalmist pleads with God for mercy and compassion. He asks God to show him favor and to deliver him from the hands of his enemies. He acknowledges his own lowly position and recognizes that he is unworthy of God's mercy, but nevertheless appeals to God's love and faithfulness. The psalmist concludes by expressing his hope and trust in God's protection and deliverance. He affirms his faith in God's goodness and acknowledges that he will continue to look to God for help and guidance. Overall, Psalm 123 is a prayer of dependence and trust in God in the face of adversity and contempt from enemies. The psalmist turns to God for help and comfort, recognizing that God is the ultimate source of protection and salvation. We create content that empowers believers to live their faith in everyday life. If you want to be part of this movement, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey.